Hey, I'm Lucas Keeler. If you don't know me, I'm an agency owner that runs ads for e-commerce businesses, mainly for e-commerce. We also do sub-niches like real estate and some other niches like med spas. But I've scaled multiple e-com brands to over $40,000 a month. And today we're going to be talking about the easiest way to convert Facebook ads that convert. Now, kind of in this section, what we're going to be talking about is what to focus on, how to create content, how to find ideas, and how to test those ads. So kind of going to the first slide here, what to focus on. Number one is going to be media. Now, why do you need to focus on media out of the three others, which is going to be the headline and the primary text? Well, if you don't have good media, your ad is simply not going to convert. Now we see this all the time because our attention spans are getting shorter and shorter. So if you don't have a good ad that attracts people into it, people are going to scroll right away and you're going to have a bad CTR on your ad. Now, what is a CTR? CTR just stands for click-through rate, and you should have a 1% click-through rate on all of your ads. That's pretty much the standard for advertising. If you have below a 1% CTR, that ad is probably not converting well and you probably don't have any purchases on that ad if you're optimizing for purchases. So the number one thing to focus on is media. But now going into the headline is going to be the second most important thing when advertising on Facebook, because that's the second thing people see. Now, even though people don't see the headline on Instagram, people see it on Facebook, and it's nice and big and bold text. So it's going to be really attractive to people when they see your media first and then the headline. And the headline should really be a call to action to push them to your website or whatever you're trying to push them towards. So making sure you have a really solid headline is going to be very important in this. Now, the primary text is the last thing to really focus on, but that doesn't mean it's not important at all. The primary text is where you're going to really dive into the details of your business or what you're selling. And this is where you're going to be able to win people over and talk about why your product's better than most people, or even the benefits of your product or your guarantee. And the primary text is going to be the primary text on Facebook, and on Instagram, it will actually just be the description of the actual post. So now kind of back into why CTR matters. CTR matters because of the fact that if you don't have a good click-through rate, there's less people actually going to your website. Now, if there's less people going to your website, you're going to have less purchases. That's just the simple math of it. So make sure that standard of 1% click-through rate is on all of your ads. As you can see here, we have an example of CTR and clicks for a campaign that we're running for a client, and we'd see the CTR was below 1% and also above 1% for some of these ads. Now you could see right here, the ads that had above a 1% click-through rate had more clicks in general and also had more purchases, meaning more people are going to the website and more people were purchasing. So you can really test out your messaging and the actual ad itself to know if it's a good ad or not, simply by just seeing the CTR and the purchases. So back again on why focus on the media. Like I said, dopamine is so crucial in this, and our attention spans are getting less and less. And if you don't really know what dopamine is, it just means the reward system for your brain. Now, usually we do see videos perform better on advertising on Facebook, but photo ads also do just as well. I've seen multiple times where photo ads have performed just as well as video ads, or sometimes even better, just because the messaging was so strong and the offer was so good. And like I said, make sure the CTR on the ad that you're advertising, even if it's a video or photo, should be above 1%. As you can see right here, these were some winning ads that we had that actually performed really well that were photo ads, and they brought in a lot of purchases and also had a high CTR. Now, obviously, these aren't any really crazy ads, and they're super simple and super easy to make. You could easily go to Fiverr or Upwork to find someone to make ads like this, especially if you already have content of your product. You could simply give it to someone on one of those platforms and they could do Photoshop or Illustrator and make a ad for you and make different variations, and you can go test out those ads on Facebook. Now, how you're going to actually create the content for these ads is pretty simple. I'm using a clothing brand example right here where it's photos of people in your clothing in their desired place. Let's say someone's wearing my swimsuit in the Caribbean. Obviously, that's where they want to be, wearing a swimsuit. They don't want to be wearing a swimsuit in their house in the middle of the winter, right? Just common sense. It should also appeal to the season, right? So let's say if I'm advertising for a meat brand, like we advertise for some meat brands already, we're going to appeal to the season. Like let's say right now, Memorial Day is coming up, right? We're going to appeal to Memorial Day because, hey, what's really popular on Memorial Day is grilling. So we're now going to run a Memorial Day sale for these meat brands to push more people to our website to actually buy our product. Now, Get Ready With Me is kind of one that's very niche down for clothing brands. It's just simply Get Ready With Me, where people post videos of them getting ready and their clothing and why they like that piece of clothing. Now, number 4, you can introduce a new mechanism. Now, let's say if you have an iPhone and you can record your product yourself, that's super easy to do and that could work really well. So if you have a new mechanism, what's a new mechanism? It's just something that hasn't really been shown before in any products at all. So let's say, for example, I have underwear that I have a patent on that is breathable and is very comfortable. I can now introduce that new mechanism saying we have patent pending underwear that allows you to be more comfortable during the day and have more breathability throughout the day. So I'm just introducing a new mechanism into my ads. Super simple and super easy to do. Number 5 is showing a video of what your prospect is desiring to do. So back to the meat brands, on Memorial Day, if they're grilling, I'm going to show a video of someone grilling our meat on a grill on Memorial Day because that's what they're desiring to do. They can't wait for the weekend to open up a beer and grill some steaks and have a good time with the family and just hang out with friends and whoever it may be, and they're really desiring to do that, right? So I'm going to show a video or a photo of that happening and then push them to our website and look at our CTR and look at our purchases and see if the ad is working or not, and I'll make iterations to that ad. Iterations just meaning slight changes to that ad if it did perform well. Now, an easy way to actually find ideas for these ads is simply by going to Facebook and going to the ads library and searching for brands that are very similar to yours. So for example, let's go to Facebook, go to their profile, like you see right here, do page transparency, and then inside page transparency, you can see right here where it says go to ad library, and you can now see all their ads that they're actually running. So this is an easy way just to see where competitors are kind of running, and especially if they kill it on Facebook ads already, you can kind of see what they're doing and you can copy basically what they're doing. Obviously, if something's not broken, you're not going to fix it, right? So if this is working really well, why should we try something new? When they're killing it on Facebook ads, we should do something very similar. Another platform to use is Foreplay. I'm not going to go too deep into Foreplay. Foreplay is just an app that allows you to explore ads and also allows you to save ads into different folders for your clients or even for yourself, and you can save these ads and go look at them later on. But it's also just a great way to see what everybody is doing in bulk, right? So I could type in med spa, I could type in clothing, I can type in supplements, and it would show me everyone who's kind of in the supplements category, everyone who's in the clothing category, everyone who's in the meat industry. I could just search that up and it'll show me all of their ads that they're running. Another good way is YouTube. YouTube, super simple. Search for product and then underscore review. So if you have a very similar product to other people, just search up that product and then the review. Watch the video, look at the comments, and just simply make ads based off those comments and off that review. So let's say, and the people in the comments are saying about how nice and stretchy the clothing is, you're going to advertise in your ad how stretchy the clothing is and how comfortable it is to wear. Also, another easy way is product pages. Go to your competitor's website, go to product pages, look at the review, exact same thing as YouTube. Use those positive reviews inside your ads. So let's say if someone says the shorts are comfortable and they're super stretchy, boom, you use that in your ad again. Now, how are you actually going to test these ads, right? So obviously we want to make super simple ads that convert really easy. So what you're going to do is set up a super simple campaign, which we'll do in a minute here, and you now have a ad set and you'll post 5 ads in that ad set and see which one has the highest, and you'll see which one has the highest CTR with most purchases. Another way is to do a DCT. Now, we're not going to cover a DCT in this video. If you want to know what a DCT is, go to the link right here, or it should be right here, and go watch a video on how to set up a DCT. A DCT is what you turn on dynamic creative tests in the ad set of Facebook, and it allows you to test up to like 12 photo ads inside one ad itself. Another really easy method is one sentence ad. Now, I've seen this actually a couple times with some people that told me that they were doing this. What they simply did was they made a black background ad or like a red background, blue background, whatever it is, and they had a simple one sentence on that ad, and that ad could have been, would you like 15 more leads to come into your med spa this month? And they would have like 5 different versions of that and simply see which one had the highest CTR with 1,000 impressions on all the ads. So they would let it get to 1,000 impressions, turn it off, see what the CTR was, and then based off which ad had the highest CTR to the website, they would make an actual ad based off of that and post that ad and see how well it did. So inside the ads manager here, I'm going to show you how to just simply set up a campaign really quick. Just click create right here, and we're going to do sales for this one. We're going to click continue. We're going to do manual sales campaign, click continue. I'm just going to name this campaign example, and I'm going to go down to the bottom right here where it says advantage campaign budget, turn that on and just leave it at $20 a day for now and click next. Now for my ad set name, I'm just going to name this example again, and I'm going to drive people to my website. I'm going to do the performance goal, maximize number of conversions, and for my pixel, I'm going to choose my pixel and also my conversion event, which is going to be purchase. Now back when I was talking about with the dynamic creative, with the DCT, dynamic creative is right here. You would just simply turn that on and click continue, but we're not going to do a dynamic creative test for this video. Now everything else can stay the same. Audience controls can stay the same. Advantage plus audience and advantage plus placements. We can click next. We can now go into the ad and just name this example again. And we would just choose our identity, which is going to be our Facebook page and our Instagram page. And for our ad setup, we would do manual upload, single image, and we would do our ad sources, so like our website URL, and then we would add in our media right here. So we would add in any image or videos that we have. So for example, I have some ads right here. So I'll just click next, throw that in there, click next. And this is a really old video of me, so don't hate on this, but I would then add in my primary text, my headline. I would then add in my call to action, which would be like learn more or shop now. and I would then add in my website URL for my destination. And down here for tracking where it says website events, make sure your pixel is turned on by clicking website events, and then add in your URL parameters, which is going to be like a tracking platform like GA4, Triple Whale, Hyros, whatever tracking platform you may be using. And then to simply just create more ads, and then simply just to add more ads into this campaign. And we would come up to the left right here and click the three dots and click quick duplicate. And then we can go down to the bottom and add in a different video by clicking the trash can, and then add media, add video, and then just add a new video. So let's say I had 2 or 3 ads, 4 ads, 5 ads I want to run against each other. I could just put them all in this ad set under this campaign, and I would just click publish on the right here. And then in 3 to 4 days, I would go back and look at my results and see which ad brought in the most purchases and which ad had the highest CTR. So this is just a quick tutorial on the easiest way to make Facebook ads that convert. And I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If it was a little long or didn't make sense, let me know in the comments and I'll make a new video. Or if you guys have something that I didn't talk about at all in this video or in previous videos, mention it down below and I'll make a video on it. But for now, that is it. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time.